The Dasher Rewards tier program is going to hit the St. Louis market any day now, maybe in just a couple of weeks, April, May. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you, open up your Dash account. I'm going to show you how you can tell if it's going to come or not, and how you can prepare yourself if it is going to hit your market, because I believe it's going to hit most major markets, most markets. Let's talk. Welcome back to Mr.BetonYou. We do Doordash in St. Louis, Missouri. We do Instacart. We talk about betting on you, setting goals, doing it one day at a time, using the apps as a stepping stone to something better, whatever that means to you. You can personalize that for you. Let me show you guys this. So I noticed it yesterday when I was working yesterday, and then when I woke up this morning, this is what my account looks like when I look at my ratings. Now, what stands out to you immediately that maybe is different? Maybe some of you have a 95 completion rating and yours is green. Mine always was. Mine only turned yellow if it went to 90% or below. So let's break this down real quick. What can we expect? How can we protect ourselves? And why I'm actually happy if the tier program comes to St. Louis. Well, first, let's drop off this dog food. Easy money. So with those ratings being yellow, right? We know that with the tier program, you got to be above 95 or whatever to have the top level of the tier, the platinum, I think they call it, right? So it's yellow, and I think it's because the ratings and the algorithm have kind of started already without letting me know about it, right? And that's also why you see the 67, the 60, whatever it was for my acceptance rate, not completion, but acceptance is also yellow, which it is what it is. You know, in order to get the priority and things, I'm in a Diamond Zone Plus for the tier program, the Dash Rewards, whatever you want to call it. You got to be above 70 to get access to high paying orders and get, have priority when you're in maybe the same parking lot as somebody else, but their acceptance rate's 40 or 12. Anyways, it's yellow. That completion rate's the one that stood out to me because it would never be yellow at 95% ever in my Doordash account. It's never been yellow. That tells me if you're seeing the same thing, that tier program is coming to your market. It's going to hit mine. And when it happens, it could be April, it could be May, I'll make a video and say, hey guys, look, we got the tier program. This is what I think about it, blah, blah, blah. Now, I've been in other zones in Florida and I believe Georgia that had it in my Dasher account. When I would go Dash Now and change my zone, it would show up. And it told me what tier I was in based on my ratings in that moment. So for those of you that dash in different zones, different states, you might have already seen that and seen that you were part of it or not part of it. Let me give you a hot take as to why, when it comes to St. Louis, I am not going to be worried, and I'm actually going to use it to my advantage. So we know saturation levels. I just did a video on this. Many of you guys are talking about it. There's a lot more people doing Doordash than ever before. Record numbers. Whether it's part-time, full-time, whatever. And many of you guys are seeing, you're struggling with Doordash. So you've gone to other apps, which we should be doing that. That's okay. But some of you might not have the opportunity to get on Uber, or maybe you're waitlisted on Instacart. You can't get on Curry. You can't get on Deliver that, because there's not a need where you live and where you work. So you might be looking at Doordash like, man, I don't have the opportunity that I used to because there's more people doing this for full-time or part-time money. Let me tell you what, in St. Louis, to keep above 70%, it's not that difficult. You just have to know where to position yourself, where the good orders are going to be, when to turn the app off, when to pause it. If you're in an area where it's trash and you always get these Long John Silver's or Burger King's or McDonald's or whatever, where it's always no tips, you just don't have it on to where it doesn't hit your phone, and you turn it on when you're around something better. That's what I do. I do shop and pays. The base pays higher. If there's a tip, it's usually good. Now, not all my orders are great. I do $4 and $5 runs sometimes. That's also how I keep the AR up. So for me, because the competition is hitting St. Louis, and I've noticed it, I'm going to try to separate myself by keeping the completion rating above 95. I'm going to put that here somewhere because I've done some Doordashes. Hopefully it's gone up. I don't know. You guys are seeing it I don't even, and hopefully it's at 96. I have no idea what you guys are looking at, but you're looking at it. And then I'll get to 70% before the end of the month to get the Dash Now and to get the Priority, because I think it makes a difference, especially now more than ever. You can think what you want based on your market. You're not in St. Louis. I work St. Louis. I know St. Louis. And for me, it makes a difference. It just does. And the Dash Now is a thing and whatever. And I'm okay with separating myself from the competition. So y'all know I'm a basketball fan. I play it. I used to play it a lot. I'm going to get back into it. I coached it. I played. I love the game of basketball. And I remember, we'd host tryouts for kids, right? And there'd be times where there'd be 30 kids or 10 kids. The more kids that would come to the tryout, there's obviously more competition. What those 30 kids need to do versus what the 10 would need to do would be different. If you only have 10 kids show up, you might need to have everybody on your team because that's all you got. You have 30, you can be more selective. DoorDash knows they can be more selective with who they choose and what they show people and how they prioritize things. That's all they're doing. And they realize that because there's more people doing it. I'm going to separate myself. When the tier program comes, I'll make sure that I have my account's protected. It doesn't mean I'm going to take trash. It doesn't mean this. I'm just going to play the game that they are putting out in front of me, and I'll beat them at their own game, and I'll still make money. For some of you, that will make sense. For some of you, it will not. So for some of you, you'll hear, well, Pedro's saying take bad orders. I never said that. If you think that's what I'm saying, you're not listening. I will separate myself in that competition. I, right now, am playing like, if I wanted to be on a basketball team 2 years ago, right? Just like how I was doing DoorDash 2 years ago, maybe I didn't have to try as hard to make the team. Right now, I got to try a little bit more. I got to figure things out. I got to be smarter. I got to work smarter, not harder, but smarter, to make sure that I stand out to the coach so that at 6 p.m., I get better orders than the dude with 10% AR. That's all it is. It's very simple. It's very simple. The tier program's coming. I'm not even mad about it. At the end of the day, I see a lot of people mad, upset, crying, whining, and then they're not making money. I'm going to always strategize and adapt, fold in other apps. I do Instacart. I do Curry. And I'm still doing okay. I can still hit the 200 if I need to. Nothing has changed. The money should never change. Your movements sometimes are going to have to in a gig economy. The tier program's coming to St. Louis. I'm not even mad about it. And for anybody that has an issue with that, or you think that I'm looking at it wrong, you're entitled to that, and I respect your difference of opinion. You do you. This video is not sponsored by DoorDash. I have no affiliation with DoorDash. I take care of mines in my car Monday through Friday when I decide to work. And I notice trends and I notice things, and I'm always going to be in the front of it instead of behind it. You guys have a fantastic day. You guys let me know. Are you seeing the completion rate color change? That could be an indicator. I'm saying it right now. I'm going to go out on a limb. It is an indicator. The tier program is going to hit the St. Louis market and your market at some point. There's no other reason why it would have changed. There's something built in there. It's a sneak peek to what's coming. That's how I look at it. Hope you guys enjoyed this bumpy ride. I got one more Petco. I just did a 4 delivery repeat customer, whatever. I was paying $32, I think. I think I can show it to you. Yeah, there it is. 32 whatever. You see the 16 was the Dierbergs I did. I'm doing both of those. It's going to take less than an hour to make that money. See you tomorrow. If you like this video or others, check out this one here. Consider hitting subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments.